I think it's more about the crowd than it is the manager, in all honesty. And listen, as disappointing a first 45 as it was, and the crowd had their say, I thought once that first goal went in, once Marcus Rashford finds the back of the net that early on in the second half, listen, you boo at half-time, and then there's a renewed sense of optimism when the team comes back out. And you want to see a response, and United get it. And listen, we've been able to rightly criticise that crowd in Old Trafford for maybe lack of atmosphere, for not playing their parts. But once that ball goes in, I think the crowd absolutely turns, and you get that sense of emotion, you get that feeling of a big game inside Old Trafford. And that, for me, is where you see the players respond. So it's not so much, as Gab rightly points out, it's not so much about the manager, because you can have that performance and absolutely hate Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This was about the crowd and an atmosphere and players responding to a big game on a big European night.
But I think that if you saw in especially in first half and the end of the first half, there was some terrifying body language by Manchester United. They were about to give up, and that was when the crowd could kind of help them through. And remember, just after halftime, Cristiano Ronaldo had a big chance as well, and you felt when even he gets stressed in front of the goal, this is not going to be their night. But I think that is fair what the boys are saying, because I don't think that there will be. You can see teams play against their manager. That you can see if there's something that you want to get rid of him. That will never happen to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a kind guy. There's nothing to do with him being bad or anything. I mean, there's only the frustration that you will be from your own performance. And the likes of Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, and all their likes, they think that it's embarrassing that they're 2-0 down against Atalanta. And that is no disrespect to Atalanta, who deserve to be 2-0 up. But I think it's more their own pride. And if you see there at the end, when it was 3-2 up, Cristiano Ronaldo was taking a run of like 100 meters to help out in the defense. I mean, you can put that into whatever you want, but that shows you that the characters of Manchester United, that is quite good. What is still there to be seen is that you have a approach to the games, a tactical way so you can see how they want to play the game.
Talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, Gab, is it moments like this that they brought him back for?
Well, no question about it. Look, as he gets older, he knows how to pick his spots, not just in terms of scoring goals, but also, what Jan described there. That run at the end, it means something. It means something. He's not going to do that the whole game. He probably can't do it the whole game. But he does it in the moment when people notice, and it does give you a lift. And let's not lose sight that United substitutes in this game. They brought on Jadon Sancho, Paul Pogba, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Right? They brought on 300 million pound players. Okay. This is the difference. So, when not Cavani, but you get my drift here, right? That's the difference between these two teams. You just send on more strikers. Atalanta, as you said, they're going to play open. They're going to get tired, and you will create chances in that situation, especially if the crowd gives you a lift like they did tonight.
Is this a turning point then, Jan, when you look at the fixtures ahead, because they've got a decent run of fixtures ahead that are really going to test them? Could this be the spark they need going into those?
It's what they need. I mean, that's what. But there is no turning point in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This is how it's going to be like for 3 years. This will go on. They will probably beat Liverpool. They will lose against Tottenham. They will lose against Atalanta. Everybody will say you get the sack. Then they will win against Manchester City. Then they will lose against Watford. And then they have to win against Villarreal. And in 2 years' time, he's still the manager there. I mean, this is the story of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's life there. And I can't see this as a turning point and whatever. What I do need, or what I do think, is that this will take them with confidence into that Liverpool game, because they have the individuals there that can. And Gab said it. You put on Sancho, who hasn't landed yet in Manchester, and you saw that also after the game when Sancho went off. Mike Phelan, the assistant manager of Manchester United, went over to him and kind of said to him, "Listen, this is what it means to be with Manchester United. Thank you. You contributed." They want to build him up because they need these individuals. Are they Are they supposed to win these massive games for them and stay as challengers for all titles?
Jan's got them beating Liverpool and City. We're going to put those run of fixtures up again,
and lose it to Watford.
We want you to give us your predictions on that run of games in the same manner that Jan just did, if you will.
Listen, I understand the point that Jan is making. Manchester United, particularly under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, has done this. They, right when you think the end is nigh, they go and win. I don't see them beating Liverpool. I do see them getting a result against Spurs, draw against Atalanta. I think they lose to City. Watford, yes. Villarreal, no. Chelsea, no. Arsenal, yes.
And then what will that mean then if he loses some of these big games?
It means Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be manager in 2026. That's the only thing I can take from those predictions.
Gav, is he the man to take them forward?
I mean, honestly, at this stage, the clock is ticking. There's an opportunity cost, right? If we're moving forward at a very slow pace, if you can look at this United team and you can ask yourself, are they better than they were a year ago? Are they better than they were 2 years ago? Do they look more likely to win the Premier League? I think the answer is probably no. There's 3 teams, I think, in the Premier League that are clearly better than Manchester United, Liverpool, City, and Chelsea. And I think there were maybe 2 teams that were clearly better when he took over. I just don't see this forward progress. And on top of that, if your best player is a guy who's 37 years old, what are you building around? Where are the patterns of play? I'm not saying anything original now. But yeah, I think this is currently where they are. And if the ownership is happy, they'll finish top 4. They'll go on a run. They'll win. They might go deep in the Champions League one year and then another year they won't and whatever. But in terms of getting back to where they were in the Sir Alex era, I don't see much forward progress or any sort of, if that is the benchmark that we want to judge United against, I don't quite see it yet. And it's been a while.
Well, it's been a while. The Group F standings after the latest results have Manchester United on top. They were 3rd coming into it. Atalanta lose their top spot. They're behind them with 4 points. Villarreal also with 4 points because they beat Young Boys elsewhere in Group F. And that's how things are looking after 3 games.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.